Hi everyone, welcome to Skill Questers Hub. In this video, we will explore IPython Magic Commands in Jupyter Notebook. Magic commands are special built-in commands that provide additional functionality beyond the normal Python commands. So the magic commands usually start with % or $%. Let's explore the magic command %more. So %more is an IPython magic command used to display the contents of a text file or object on the screen at a time. Okay, so the %more magic command can be used to display the contents of a text file. So the command is %more sample.txt. So sample.txt is an existing file. Okay, so here we have sample.txt. And we have the data in this text file. This is the data. So this is line 1, line 2, line 3. This is the data that is stored inside the sample.txt. Okay, now if we run this command, it will display the contents in the notebook. So let's run it. Okay, so now this displays the contents of the file sample.txt in the notebook. So we can use the command %more to display the contents of a text file on the notebook. Next, let's explore the magic command %pdb. So %pdb is an IPython magic command used to automatically invoke the Python debugger after an exception occurs. Okay, so let's see that in action. So we have the command %pdb. So by default, it is off. So we can set it on. So let's run this command %pdb on. So PDB calling has been turned on. So now the PDB is on. So if the PDB is on, it will invoke a Python debugger automatically when an exception occurs. So below is a code which will throw an exception. So A equal to 1, B 0, C equal to A by B. So this will give a divide by 0 error. So let's run this code. Okay. So now we get the error and we have entered into the debugger. So now inside the debugger, we can inspect the values of the variables A, B, C. So let's do that. So to view the value of the variable A, we need to type P, A and press enter. So this will give the value of A, which is 1, and PB will give the value of B, which is 0. Okay, and if you want to come out of this debugger, we can type C or Q and press enter. Okay. So if PDB is on, we get this interactive debugger, which is enabled automatically. So now if we off the PDB, so %pdb off. So let's disable PDB. We run this command. So now PDB has been turned off. Now if you run the code, the same code, we don't get the interactive debugger. So let me run this. So here we only get the exception details. We don't enter into the interactive debugger mode. Okay. So we can use the command %pdb to enter into the interactive debugger mode if an exception occurs. Next, let's explore the magic command %pprint. So %pprint is an IPython magic command used to enable or disable pretty printing. So this makes complex data easier to read. Okay, so let's see that in action. So we have the command %pprint. By default, it is off. Okay, so let me run this %pprint command. So we get pretty printing has been turned off. So if you run the command list range of 25, if I run this code, this will display the numbers from 0 to 24. Now let me enable pretty printing. So I'm enabling the pprint. So let me run this. Now pprint has been turned on. Now if I run this code, we get the output in this format where each value in the list is displayed in a single line. Okay, so this is the pretty printing format. So we can use the command %pprint to enable the pretty printing. Next, let's explore the magic command %psource. So %psource is a magic command used to display the source code of a Python object. Okay, so this will display the source code. Okay, so let's see that in action. So we have a function here, add, which takes two parameters, a and b, and it returns the sum of it. So we have this function. So let me run this. So we have created this function. Now you can use the psource magic command to view the source of this function. So if you give %psource and the name of the function add, may run this. So you will get the implementation details of that function. So we can use the command %psource to view the source code of any Python object. Next, let's explore the magic command %pylab. %pylab is an IPython magic command used to load NumPy and matplotlib into the environment. Okay, so this %pylab command will import NumPy and matplotlib, both the modules, into the notebook. So first let's install NumPy and matplotlib. So for that the command is %pip install NumPy matplotlib. So let me run this. This will install NumPy and matplotlib. Okay, so now the installation is complete. So both NumPy and matplotlib has been installed. Now we can use the command %pylab to import NumPy and matplotlib. So let's run the command %pylab. Okay, so now this has imported NumPy and matplotlib. Now let's run the lines of code which uses both NumPy and matplotlib to plot the graph. Okay, so let's run this code. So now we get the graph. Okay, so this is how we can use %pylab to import the packages NumPy and matplotlib to plot the graph. Next, let's explore the magic command %qtconsole. %qtconsole is an IPython magic command used to open Qt-based IPython console connected to the current kernel. So this command is used to open a Qt-based IPython console. So first let's install qtconsole. So the command is %pip install qtconsole. So let's run this. Okay, so now qtconsole is installed. Next, let's declare a variable qtc, which is equal to hello world. Okay, now we can use the command %qtconsole to launch the qtconsole. So let's run it. So now here you can see that qtconsole is launched. So now we can work on qtconsole similar to Jupyter Notebook. So let's write some code. So print test, enter. Okay, so this displays the test. And we can also access the variable that we had created in the notebook. So we can access qtc. So we can access qtc, which is hello world. Okay, so this gives the output hello world. Okay, so this is how we can use the command %qtconsole to launch qtconsole. Next, let's explore the magic command %rehashx. So %rehashx is a magic command to update IPython's list of executable commands from the system path. Okay, so let's run this command %rehashx. Okay, so we don't get any output, but the command updates the IPython list of executable commands from the system path. Next, let's explore the magic command %rep. So %rep is a magic command used to recall and execute code from previous inputs. Okay, so we can use the command %rep to retrieve previously executed codes in the notebook. Okay, so %rep1. So this will retrieve the code which was executed first in this notebook. So let's run this code. So this recalls the code that we had executed first, so which is the first code. So here the first command that we executed is %mo. Okay. So now the same command %mo sample.txt is recalled. So if you run this, we get the same output. So the command %rep is used to recall and execute the previously executed commands in the notebook. Next, let's explore the magic command %sc. %sc is an IPython magic command used to capture the output of shell commands into a Python variable. Okay, sc stands for shell capture. Okay, so let's see that in action. So cd is a shell command. So %sc, we are declaring a variable files which is equal to cd. So this will capture the output of cd into files. So let's run this command. Now let's run files. So this will display the output of cd. So the current directory, cd is for the current directory, and we are in the current directory, magic commands. So that particular path is displayed here. Okay. So we can use the command %sc to capture the output of shell commands. I have also prepared a reference guide with the commands that we have discussed in this video. You can also refer that. I will be sharing the link to this reference guide in the description. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel.